Hey everyone, welcome back to Dubb Support YouTube channel. In this video, we're talking about Brightcove reviews. And while we're going over some of these reviews, we're going to be doing a side-by-side comparison to some of the Dubb reviews. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So not all reviews are created equal. Let me first just start off by explaining this. There's thousands of reviews, millions of reviews, or whatever you can find online, but there are only going to be a handful of sources that we can truly trust. So sources like G2, Trust Radius, and Brightcove require that many of their users be verified by LinkedIn and by other means of verification. And so these are only truly the reviews that I'm considering. People that are real people that are verified and from recent dates. You can see some of these are as far back as 2017. Now that's just too far back. So we're only pulling data from the reviews within less than 2 years, maybe less than a year and a half, depending on how many there are. The sooner the better. And then also verified sources. So that's the criteria that we're pulling these reviews from. And now I've scoured the sources of G2, Trust Radius, and Capterra for these verified recent reviews. Now what I've done is I've compiled some of the best and worst of these reviews for you guys in this video. And like I said, we're going to do some comparisons between Dubb reviews at the same time because they are a pretty similar platform in terms of the video hosting, video embedding, and marketing options. Okay, so let's see here. This is a list of reviews. You guys don't have to, I'm not going to read every single one of these. You can pause this and go over them if you want, or you can look at the appropriate reviews or appropriate sites that I pulled these reviews from. Now, I just want to quickly kind of recap the overall message from here. Now, this is including from reviews that are not listed here. So the first thing, let's go ahead and start with the cons for Brightcove. One of the main things that's a recurring element is a difficult interface. Just not very user-friendly. It's hard to search for and organize content. One of the very common complaints throughout all these different review sites, somewhat difficult interface, not user-friendly, troubles with searching, things like that. Okay, the next thing is the difficulty in customizing your video players. One of the options that Brightcove allows you to do is have really custom video players, and you'll see this in both the pros and the cons. The pros is they allow you to have multiple video players. The cons is you need knowledge of video.js and coding knowledge in order to kind of customize these video players. And by video players, I just mean the player that's the video is embedded in. So if you use YouTube, it's a YouTube video player. And if you use some other service like Dubb or Brightcove, there'll be unique video players there. Okay, the next thing here is really big one is reporting. So here's a nice little paragraph about reporting. Lots and lots of complaints about reporting. Not specific enough. It delays on how long it takes for the report to get delivered, and also it not being consistent with other forms of reporting software that they have. So inconsistencies, lack of reporting, like specifically who watched, what percentage of a video doesn't seem to be something that they're tracking. Now, this could be somewhat user error because I've also heard people say good things about the reporting, but I read more negatives about reporting than I did positives. So it seems that reporting is a section of weakness for them. Okay. And then now also the other thing here is customer service. Couple of things. So the main thing was a lack of customer service or poor customer service even. In one or two instances, they were unable to cancel a contract even though they'd already paid for the full year, and they just wanted to cancel the renewal. And that was apparently having some difficulty there. So the customer support seems to be a source of frustration for several reviewers. And then on the converse, they did have a couple people saying they had great customer support. So I guess that's always a hit or miss with some people. But there were, like I mentioned, several complaints on each platform about customer service. So, all right, now we've kind of covered the negatives. We had some customer service issues. Pricing was another huge thing I didn't discuss here. They really have only enterprise-focused pricing structure. If you guys want more information on things like pricing and a full detailed comparison, definitely check out some of our other videos on Brightcove. We have full breakdowns of feature comparisons, pricing, and more. That's not this video, so check those ones out on our channel if you guys want some more information. Okay, so we've read the cons, search issues, customization issues, non-flexible reporting, maybe it's not so user-friendly, and then some customer service issues. But let's go ahead and get into the pros. So again, not going to read every single one of these, but mostly what it is the embedding options. People love the embedding options, and now this isn't going to be any different from what Dubb's providing in terms of embedding options, besides that the custom players. So apparently Brightcove's main feature is more customized video players. So that is something that they would have unique to Dubb. Also, multilingual captions or multilingual subtitles. So Dubb was only going to support one SRT file or one closed caption file at a time. So that's something unique for them as well. Apparently a really stable platform. So that was something I read a couple of times. So lots of good things here. Most of the good things you're reading are just like the same things that it's going to have in common with Dubb, the ability to kind of privately host and secure your own content so you can password protect it. You can have multiple users have access to it. Just the fact that all your content's hosted and organized in one location. That's what most of their reviews are, just the convenience of having it over YouTube or other hosting services. So, pros, cons. Now, mostly, like I said, most of the pros are in common with Dubb, as we're just comparing the video embedding and marketing features. But a couple of those ones that were unique to them was the player customization and subtitles, multilingual support. So, the other thing that was not listed here was live streaming. So that is one thing that Brightcove does that Dubb does not support, is live streaming events. So just be aware of that. Some great things I've heard about Brightcove's live streaming. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into some Dubb reviews. So we've just kind of gone over the cons, searchability issues, not friendly user, not user friendly, I should say, and then reporting issues. And now the reason I've listed these as well is because these are actually all the strengths of Dubb. Dubb has really advanced organization. You can use tags, metadata, folders, lots of ways to keep videos organized. You can also, the reporting is extremely robust with Dubb. You can see specifically who watched, what percentage they watched, what location they were at when they watched it, and then you can immediately download these reports and filter them as needed. So reporting is a strength of Dubb's, I would say. And then the other thing is customer support. Dubb is very, very supportive with whatever anyone needs to do. We need to cancel, things like that. Dubb is going to be there to support. They're not going to try to hold you to something you don't need. So, okay, that is kind of the pros and cons of that. Now let's just go into some of the cons of Dubb. The cons with Dubb, what we mostly read on here, you guys can check us out on G2 or other sources. Some complaints about the app, which have since been fixed. So these are no longer an issue. Definitely check out the app for yourself. It's going to blow people away. Has the ability to upload multiple clips, music, text overlays, lots of really cool editing features on the mobile app. So be sure to check that out. And the other thing is editing features themselves. And like I said, this has since been addressed in a couple of ways. One, the mobile app does now allow multiple clips. You can splice clips together to produce one video. And the desktop version or the website, web browser version, you can use the playlist feature to kind of splice multiple clips together if that's what you're trying to do. So kind of been addressed since then, but the video editing, this is a common complaint between the two platforms actually, because there's no editing on Brightcoves as well, except for the trimming and the start and the stop. That's a commonality. So, all right. And then now the pros of Dubb, again, definitely check out some of our other videos where we do a side-to-side comparison. But the pros of Dubb are really great stories. I recommend checking out the stories for themselves. This is just one review here of a really happy client. Then most of the reviews are something like this. It's really changed the way that they've done business. It's more than just putting videos on a website. It's really changing the way that people operate within their business and their sales and marketing techniques. So definitely check out some of the reviews here. All very great. The ones we could find were issues that were in the past, so they're no longer really relevant, which is really important for these because we want to make sure that we're considering reviews that I mentioned are verified and recent. So hopefully you guys have found some value in today's video. And now if you're comparing these two platforms or you're looking for a video hosting solution, I definitely recommend going one step further than just the reviews, checking it out for yourself. Brightcove doesn't offer any kind of free trial. Dubb will offer a free trial. So maybe you check out the competitor videos, do a side-to-side comparison, and then maybe even test Dubb out for yourself. You'll be able to experience all the features, costs, benefits, everything like that during the trial. So definitely check out a free trial at dubb.com. Thanks for your time.